Hey y'all, it's Maddie here with Junk in the Trunk by Maddie, and I'm here bringing y'all another fun junk mail envelope craft tutorial. Today we'll be making an adorable little cottage insert. I'll be using Fabri-Tac, and we're going to fold that top part of the envelope down just above the little window. That window is going to serve as a window on our little cottage house that we're going to create. Now grab you a few pages of designed paper, and you're going to cut them to fit the bottom portion of this cottage. You're going to need 2 pages cut to fit the bottom portion, okay, just like that. One's going to go on the front, one's going to go on the back. To get the window in the right spot, we're going to stick our front paper inside the envelope, and we're going to make indentation marks with a colored pencil, regular pencil, pen, whatever you have on hand. Just use it to make the indentions of the left top portion of that window. So we're just going to take some fussy cut scissors, pinch and make a little mark, cut that little mark, and we're going to create a small window. We're not cutting out the entire window, just a small one. And there we have it. Now we're going to get the measurements for the roof. The butterfly paper is going to be my roof. I want to put 1 inch on each side, and we will be trimming this. And then I'm going to bring my envelope all the way up, and we're going to measure the roof. I want the roof cut out to be the length of the envelope. That's going to give you the best size roof. So we're just going to cut to that top corner mark there. And that's going to give us the perfect size roof. There we have it. We're going to fold it in half and glue it into place before we do any cutting to shape the roof. We're not going to shape it till it is glued to the envelope. So what I normally do is I start by gluing the envelope bottom to the roof, and then I glue the top. And I make sure to put the glue all the way up to the crease at the top and bring it all the way down over the envelope. And then once we've folded it down and it's dried, we can make our cuts to shape the roof into whatever kind of shape we want. Now this portion is up to you guys. You make that roof however you want it shaped. You shape it however you want. I went for like an angle. I wanted mine to be at an angle. And then I wanted the top of it to be kind of flat. I messed up my first mark, so I'm going to have to redo that first mark in a second. It wasn't quite centered the way that I wanted it to be, so we're going to fix that really quick. Okay, and now you're just going to make your cuts. See how I go along with that second mark I made, because that one was better. All right, so now you're going to take your glue along the edge of the roof on both sides, and you're just going to glue down anything that is a little loose. And there we go. Now we're going to ink the edges. I chose black. And there we go. Now we're going to do the back. Get that second page you cut out earlier and just glue it to the back, and then anything that's hanging over, you can just trim that excess off. For those that are new here, my name is Maddie. My page is Junk in the Trunk by Maddie, and you can find my tutorial videos on all major social media platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And now let's ink up the back a little bit. Give it a distressed look. It's amazing what a little bit of ink on the edges can do for a craft. This pink paper is going to serve as a door You can cut the door in any shape you want. I prefer for it to have like an arched top. I just think that makes it look extra cute. And I did just eyeball this. So just, you know, use your eyes and measure it accordingly to make sure that it looks the right size next to the window. And then just glue it in place. Now this next part is one of my favorites. My friend Lisa Ahmad, she's also a crafter. We got this idea from her. She calls it her scritchy scratch. So you just take a pencil, a pen, a marker, whatever you have on hand, and you just kind of scratch around the edges of something that you want to pop. So if you wanted to have like a popping look to it, then just add this little scritchy scratch around the edges of the doors and the windows like we did. And now, no craft is complete without a little bit of lace and a little bit of ruffles, right? And one wasn't enough, so of course I added 2 different laces to my roof. You could do the whole roof in lace, really, if you wanted to sit there and glue each row. I just think it adds a little bit of pizzazz. And I added a little window box with some flowers to the front. The flowers were just a design I cut out of an old piece of lace. And I glued a little saying to the back, and I ripped out a corner pocket. I'm just kind of hand ripping a corner pocket, making it the right size. And there we go, and now we're going to glue it into place. And there we have it. Now we've got to add something to the pocket. A vintage letter. I think that will be perfect. Okay, now to add something into the pocket on the side. I really wanted a person in this window, and so I found a small vintage picture I had on hand, and I just glued it onto a piece of paper so that it would line up inside that tiny window. So now each time I pull my little insert out of my cottage, you can see the image come and go. And I had to add a little bit of lace on the edge because I wanted the lace to stick out of the pocket. And there we have it. There's a man in the window. He's inside his little cottage house. So cute. And now let's give you a flip through of our little cottage house creation here. We've got a little pocket on the side and a pocket on the back. Beautiful vintage letter. I love using vintage letters in my crafts, y'all. Oh, their handwriting was just beautiful back then. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little craft here, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.